WBA, WBC, WBO, and Ring Magazine Cruiserweight World Champion, the former WBA Heavyweight Champion of the World, making a welcome return to the ring after a 3.5-year hiatus from Bermondsey, London, England, the Haymaker, David Haye.
Okay lads, obey my commands. In the event of a knockdown, the fighter standing will go to the furthest neutral corner and stay there. Defend yourself at all times, touch gloves.
After 3.5 years out of the ring, there's no doubt that David Haye will be rested. But how quickly can he shed the ring rust that will have inevitably accumulated during that time? We're about to find out in this heavyweight contest, scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds, as David Haye squares off against Mark de Mori. So here we go then. The heavyweight return of David Haye is underway. This heavyweight main event bout scheduled for 10 3-minute rounds. And immediately David Haye is on the front foot, the former 2-weight world champion, wearing predominantly white trunks trimmed with gold and black.
So important this first round, Ronald. Both guys going to go out and try to establish a couple things. David looking to establish his jab. Just barely missed that right hand there, but looks very loose here in the first part of this first round.
Mark de Mori trying a speculative overhand right, just got behind the left hand of David Haye. David Haye with that familiar wide-legged stance, stalking his man, and already has got through with a good 1-2 combination. Mark de Mori said that he's going to try and lure Haye into his power zone, but already he's being hit with heavy leather to both head and body.
That right hand hurt him, Ronald. He set it up with a hook. Mark de Mori reached up to catch the shot. David came with a straight right and definitely rattled him there. Still taking his time and looking, but not a good start for de Mori. Got to let his hands go.
David Haye, well, his timing just a little bit awry on that occasion, and that's one of the questions we want to find out during the course of this heavyweight return. Threw a right hand and missed rather badly, his momentum carrying him toward the turnbuckle in the neutral corner just above us. And again, you can see the tactics of Mark de Mori launching that speculative right hand. He's just taken another hard right hand to the ribcage, and already the man from Western Australia is on the retreat. His hands are rather low, and that could present an inviting target for a puncher as quick and as dynamic as Haye.
Very inviting, Ronald. He's got to give David Haye something to look at. He can't let him just walk right in, because if he does, he's going to take some heavy artillery.
And he's taking some right now. Again, the ribcage being rattled, the head being shaken, and now de Mori nodding his head and waving David Haye on. And he obliges with a big left hook that sends him back to the ropes, and he's standing stock still. Not a good place to be against a dynamite puncher such as David Haye. You may as well sign up to face a firing squad at dawn. There's a massive right hand, and de Mori's in real trouble. He's down on the canvas. His right arm is pointing straight up, and when they fall like that, they very seldom beat the count. Bob Williams has waved it off, and David Haye has made the briefest of ring returns. A first-round knockout winner. He's hoisted aloft by his new trainer, Shane McGuigan. And the crowd here in the O2 Arena giving him the most rapturous reception on this, his ring return, which has proved to be a victorious one. But it was oh so brief. Mark de Mori not making it out of the first round. David Haye racking up another knockout.
And you saw how he did it. He had de Mori in that corner. De Mori put his earmuffs on. David said, okay, I'm going to let you come out of your shell. I'm going to coax you out. De Mori shoots a slow jab. David comes over the top of the right hand and knocks him spark out, Ronald. He's in bad shape over there.
He is indeed still in bad shape. There's Cam Nakvi, there's Ruben Tabares and Shane McGuigan alongside David Haye. But Mark de Mori still receiving attention from the medics. There's his trainer Mario Savolia. So the doctor's just ensuring that everything is okay with Mark de Mori after absorbing those heavy punches that sent him to the canvas. And of course, the safety of the boxers is of paramount importance.
And great victory for David. Of course, we hope Mark de Mori is okay. They're tending him now, but very exciting to have David Haye back in the heavyweight division. You know, this guy, he's always had power, he's always had speed, but now he's got a new founded size. He's 16 stone, 3 pounds, and this creates a very interesting element in the heavyweight division, because with David Haye's new size, it makes him a very good match for anybody.
So still Mark de Mori receiving attention. The stool's being placed close to him now, so that suggests he's going to be helped to that stool, and that he's breathing and moving okay. He's up on his feet, Mark de Mori, which is good to see. And now a sporting embrace between the two combatants, but you can see there oxygen being administered. He's okay, he's been retreated back to his red corner. But let's just take a look at the manner in which this contest was finished by David Haye.
And David Haye had him in the corner there. You see Mark de Mori push out that little soft jab. David followed him back with the overhand right. He was out before he hit the ground, Ronald, but David put the finishing combinations on, and after that, it was academic. Mark was already out, and, you know, good timing and good precision by a heavyweight who went up almost a full stone, who apparently was maybe going to be a little slower based on what we saw at the weigh-in, but very nice reflexes and great precision punching by David Haye. More good stuff. You see him putting that measure out there, just trying to bait de Mori to do something, and the plan worked to full effect. Nice left uppercut on his way down, and that's something David Haye's always done very well. When he gets his man hurt, he likes to get him out of there.
And that was a moment of celebration, immediately climbing the turnbuckle and then hoisted aloft by his trainer, Shane McGuigan. The atmosphere, a celebratory one here at the O2 Arena. David Haye making a successful ring return, stopping Mark de Mori in the opening round of this heavyweight contest that was scheduled for 10. All smiles on the face of David Haye. Not quite sure what we've learned during the course of that contest, but he is most certainly back, as he's telling the crowd right there, and that means he feels he's back in this exciting heavyweight mix.
And you know what the people are going to demand after seeing a knockout like that? Bring on Joshua, bring on Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury said, I'm not going to have any of David Haye, but Anthony Joshua and David Haye, I mean, you can't help but imagine about those types of matchups coming up in the next upcoming months. It's just so exciting in this UK territory.
So David Haye basking in the applause after producing a decisive, emphatic first-round knockout victory. We're going to head for a break, but don't go anywhere. Stay with us here on Dave. We'll be back for further analysis and interviews after this short break.
Gary, he's going in. Switching off the brake.
We are back at the O2 Arena in London, where David Haye is continuing to bask in the applause after producing a sensational first-round victory over the ultimately overmatched Mark de Mori. Let's head up and get the official announcement from MC Craig Stephen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, referee Bob Williams will bring both boxers to the center of the ring. And before we declare the result, it takes great courage to step into a boxing ring, not least at heavyweight. Please show your appreciation for both our boxers in the ring. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 2 minutes and 11 seconds into round number 1. Referee Mr. Williams dispenses with the count. The winner by technical count out. He's back, the Haymaker, David Haye! And ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation all the way from Australia, Mark de Mori.
So these are the images that will be captured for posterity and put all over publications and websites and newspapers around the world now. Not quite sure what message this has sent to the rest of the heavyweight division, BJ Flores, because it was so quick. But what we most certainly know is that David Haye still packs plenty of punch as a heavyweight, as this new heaviest poundage ever heavyweight, but we didn't really learn that much else.
I think we learned that he's carrying the weight well. He came out nice and loose before he landed the knockout punch. Remember, he was relaxed in there, kind of swatting away everything Mark did and just taking his time, and that's what I really liked out of what I saw. He wasn't in a rush tonight, and because of that, the knockout came. Sometimes when you force the knockout, it won't happen.
Well, David Haye is now standing by with Paul Dempsey. Let's hear from the man who has just made a successful ring return. David Haye is with Paul Dempsey.
Thank you, Ron. First, what about the reception you've had in London tonight?
Oh, it's been absolutely amazing. I'd like to thank each and every fan who's come out tonight. You know, yeah, a lot of people I assumed would kind of give up on me with my physical state in the last few years, but the fact that everyone's come out and really supported me, and it's been a tough road. I'm finally back. I feel I'm better than I've ever been. I'm punching harder than ever. You know, de Mori, tough guy. And, you know, as soon as the power was there, I felt so cool and calm in there. I don't believe any heavyweight on the planet could take those punches.
Steady on, it's only night one. What about the shoulder? Is it okay?
How did it look to you?
Looked pretty useful.
It feels better than it was before. Genuinely, I'm punching harder now than I was before. I spent, you know, 2 years literally rehabbing this shoulder, building all the muscles around my rotator cuff. And I'm so strong now. I'm hitting harder than I've ever hit before, and I just believe this new and improved version of me will go on and win heavyweight championships.
What was it like to be back in the ring on fight night?
It felt so comfortable. It felt like home. It really felt. I walked out. I had no nerves whatsoever. I was just looking, thinking, this is where I belong. This is where I need to live in this auditorium, in this environment. I need to live here, and you know, people have. You know, I want to share a big thanks to a very close friend of mine, Maz, who unfortunately couldn't be here, and Tim Boswell also couldn't be here. Rebecca from the O2 Arena really made this assisted. You know, Team Haymaker, the Slaughter Brothers, everybody, the whole of Team Haymaker coming together and really put on a fantastic night of entertainment, and I really hope everybody enjoyed it.
Okay, enough of David Haye, the promoter, for the moment. Let's get back to David Haye, the fighter. Look again at your own work.
I'm looking forward to seeing this. Okay, there you go, the slip right hand. Once, yeah. It was just letting clusters of punches go. There you go, that shot was enough. He was gone there, but just a few other ones just for good measure to send him on his way. I can't see any heavyweight taking that type of abuse, genuinely. Who could take those shots for 10 rounds? I can't see it. I'm not an easy guy to hit also, so how would someone go about beating that? I can't see. I'm just looking forward to getting in there again. You know, this guy, try and get someone tougher, try and get someone maybe taller, someone a bit awkward. You know, I just want to keep, I want to be regular. I want to get back in the ring as soon as possible and just keep testing myself and work my up the rankings so I can get a title fight.
The new look, David Haye, with what, better part of 17 pounds of extra weight coming into the ring tonight. How do you like that better? You were 15 stone against Chisora and Klitschko.
No niggles before this fight. Normally I'm boiling down, getting close to the, trying to get to as close to 15 stone as possible. But this time I was just literally eating constantly, and I feel great. Now, I'm not in a weight-governed sport. I'm a heavyweight, you know. I can eat, I can come in as heavy as I want. So I'm not worried about what I look like in the mirror. I just looking at performance in the gym, sparring, punching hard, endurance. That's all I focused on. Forget about aesthetics. You know, I'm not as ripped as I was 3 years ago, but I'm not injured, and that's that I can get into the ring in perfect condition, and that's what really matters.
And beyond your regime and so on, in the wider sense, David, the appetite that David Haye has now to come back and right what went wrong last time round. How big does that burn in you?
I've had a long time to think about it. There was times when I didn't believe I could get back in the ring, when there were doctors saying that your right hand's never going to be the same again. And I thought, if I could somehow get another opportunity to do it, I would do it differently. And it's exactly what I've done.
We're just going to pause, David, and we're going to go on to another microphone here. I've no idea about the technicalities of it, as you well know. But we understand on this one, the audience here in the O2 Arena can join in the fun on Dave, and we'll continue with the interview. So to the point, ladies and gentlemen, we have congratulated him for being back #1, but you've probably spotted that already tonight. So he says he's pleased with his work, and he's feeling good. So to the future now. These British rivals who have sprung up in your absence. Tyson Fury first.
Tyson Fury was pretty vocal about never wanting to fight me, but he's got to go back out to Germany to fight Vladimir again, so I don't want to worry about him. He's a great young fighter.
Now wait, on Fury, you have unfinished business. He says you let him down very badly, twice. You're going to have to settle it somewhere at some point, surely.
I said I'll work my way up the rankings. He said even if I do so, he'll relinquish the belt. So why bother? Why not go for the bigger, better fights? I think a fight between myself and Anthony Joshua would be way bigger than a fight between me and Tyson Fury. He's unbeaten. He's had his whole career in the time I've been out. I believe that fight's a fight that can be made later on in the year. If him and his team are interested. I'm in good shape, I'm punching hard. He's in fantastic shape, punch hard. He's young, I'm a little bit older. I think it'll make for a great fight in 2016.
What do you think of Joshua?
I think he's great. I think he's big, strong, athletic. He punches hard, great amateur pedigree. He looks the part, he ticks all the boxes. So that's the type of fights I want. That's what will get me up. That's what will get me excited. That's why I'm back in boxing, is for the big fights. I need that. I'd like to thank every single person here who've come out to support me tonight. Truly, it means the world to me. This is what I love to do. Coming out here and fighting. This is, since I was 10 years old, this means everything to me, sir. For each and every one of you, I love you and thank you very much.
What do you think of Tyson Fury as a fighter?
I think he's a good fighter. I think he's very good to go over there to Germany and do what he did. It shows how classy he is. But it's just a shame he doesn't want to fight me. But I think we all know why he doesn't really want to do that. When he sees a punch power like that, not many heavyweights are going to want to get involved in that type of a situation.
The new David Haye model with the extra weight, how would you fight against some of these bigger men in the division?
The same way as that, just get inside, let my hands go, and connect these haymakers on their chin, and whoever it is, they're going down.
Under new coaching, of course, this is the young man Shane McGuigan who's brought David Haye back to the big time, and that's a splendid performance. Congratulations to you. But how many does your man get out of 10 for that, in your opinion? You're not an easy young man to please, I know that.
I'd say it's a solid 6 or 7. To come back after a 3.5-year layout and to perform like that, no ring rust there, and shows all the hard work that we're doing in the gym.
Has it been fun so far? You've had, what, 4 months together?
Yeah, it's been fun. David will tell you himself, it's been an uphill struggle, but we train very hard behind closed doors. Didn't make a big fuss out of it, and he comes here and puts on a show like that. It's going to be a big statement for the heavyweight division.
And what have you, as the trainer, got to work with in this man in terms of talent?
Yeah, just keep him doing what he's doing. Keep, brush on his defensive skills a little bit, and just keep his speed there, and just keep him at this weight, but keep his speed there. And obviously, you're going to see the best out of him when his opposition goes up.
You're a very busy man these days, aren't you? Because you're looking after Groves, you're looking after Carl Frampton, who's got such a big fight. How are you balancing it all? Or does success breed success?
Success breeds success. They all bounce off each other, and it's a great atmosphere in the gym. I'm just privileged to be part of it.
Great talking to you, Shane. Many congratulations. Well done tonight. Back to you, David. Bigger picture. At the age of 35, what does David Haye now want to achieve?
I want to unify the heavyweight division. I set my plan out to do that many years ago, and I fell short. I tried to come back against Derek Chisora and then get a world title fight. Unfortunately, I was hampered with injury, but the new improved David, the Haymaker, isn't that guy anymore. And I'm going to make a serious run at this heavyweight division. The titles are all over the place at the moment, so I definitely it will take someone like me to clean it up, and I'm willing to do that.
As I think you are aware, there has been the suggestion that you are coming back because of the money, that you've made a lot of money and a lot of it is gone. Is that true or not?
No, I'd fight for free. I'm in...
It's not what I asked you.
No, I'm fighting because if you look when I got out of the heavyweight division, it's after I beat Derek Chisora. I then unfortunately was hampered with injury. My desire is exactly what it was the day after knocking out Derek Chisora. I was just unfortunately not able to get in the ring. I'm only now physically able to get in the ring and fight. So but the ambitions, it's exactly the same as what it was when I was 10 years of age.
It was quick tonight, but with every respect, I think most of us know a little bit about boxing to know that you are entitled to one very easy job. Now you think about Ricky Hatton trying to come back and he walked into what seemed completely the wrong fight, and he paid for that. So you've had your easy one. What would you like to do next?
I enjoy the victory.
Not too much, though. That's over. No more party, David. Okay?
Couple of weeks, and I'll be back. Look through the rankings, see who's available, see who's ready to come and fight. There's one thing me wanting to fight someone. There's another thing them accepting to come over here and fight me in this situation. You know, in the Lions Den, they don't want that. But we'll find someone. But I'm just happy to get this first hurdle out the way. That was the most important one. This was always going to be the hardest fight for me after 3.5 years out. The unknown. Was my timing going to be perfect? Was I going to be ring rusty? I think I answered everybody today.
It's simply fantastic to have you back. Many, many congratulations. David Haye, ladies and gentlemen. Haye Day ahead. Okay, everybody watching, please rejoin us in